My name is Mr. Campbell from Mr. Campbell Rocks, and this is the third video in a Google Site tutorial series from the Google Framework. This is 1.3, Select a Layout. What you'll see over on the right-hand side of the page is you have a bunch of different pre-made layouts that you can use for your Google homepage and other pages that you create on your Google site. Now, what you're looking at here is a predefined template. Obviously the lines, and maybe it's not obviously, but if you see this little thing with the mountains and a sun, if we zoom in here, that means that's where an image is going to go. When you see these lines here, this is where text is going to go. You can create a layout for every page on your website or on your Google site. These are the 6 layouts here. You can also create your own layouts. So if I scroll down and right over here in this little caret, all of the layouts come up here. So let's say this homepage, I want to change the layout. When I click on this layout, what it's going to do is it's going to give me a blank template. So you'll see here's my homepage here. When I go to class overview, I can edit and change things as I want to move them. So what I would do is I would go here and I would upload a picture and I would add some text. Maybe this is a section for my 7th graders. Maybe this is a section for my 7th graders. You have a lot of different options here on how to select a template for your Google site. Again, these are called layouts. And you'll notice over here on the left, we can add different background, we can upload images, we can select images. When I grab an image, it's just grabbing straight from my drive. When I add that image, here's my background, and then you'll see as I have these little boxes around my other sections that are going to jump in here. So I can add an image here. Let's switch it here. I can change the colors. I can change the font. I can duplicate this section if I want to add this section, or I can delete this section. So I'm going to delete some of these sections that we've created so it doesn't get too out of hand. We'll get into sections a little bit later. But you'll see as I'm deleting the sections, the Google site is getting smaller and smaller. So here is my home page, and this is actually a section here. And I can add information here. You have a lot of abilities here to make your Google site custom by moving around text, moving around images, moving around different pieces of information. You'll see as I start to grab the image and move, I can create any kind of format I want by grabbing some of these boxes and moving them. And if you saw when I grabbed this box in my layout, I have sort of a grid that pops up and it shows where those images and pictures would be aligned. Once I hover over that text, it's right there. I'm going to zoom in so you can see those 10 dots. You'll see that I get a compass in my mouse or my trackpad, and I can move this whichever way that I want. You'll see here we also have this. I can move this down. I can move this whole section up. I have a lot of different options for my layout. This has been 1.3, selecting a layout. Again, if you're here, it's because you're an educator. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you're here.